What's good, everybody? My name is Chase Lawson. This is the Financial Freedom Show, where I make personal finance simple. Thanks for tuning in. Today is part 2 of the 3-part series on the stock market and investing. If you missed part 1, make sure you hit that notification button above so you can watch it before you watch this video. Today I'll be continuing on and discussing about how to exactly read stocks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell below so you stay updated when part 3 comes out. Enjoy.
Okay, now that you know what stocks are, how do you actually read stocks? So you may have seen a stock chart before and been kind of confused with what it all means, but when you break it down and understand what to look out for, it's really easy. So I wanted to share my screen here and walk you through a few different stocks here and what to look out for. So I personally use Yahoo Finance to look at stocks. It's a pretty easy to use and understand site. So if I go on finance.yahoo.com, I can search up here in the search bar here for any company. So let's say I wanted to look at Apple. So right there I see Apple, and I pull up the individual stock page. So as I can see here at the top of the page, this is for Apple Inc. Then you see this abbreviation here, this 4-letter AAPL. That's what's known as a stock ticker. So every company will have what's known as a ticker, which is an abbreviation of their company name oftentimes, and it's how they're listed on the stock market. So you can search by a company or their stock ticker as well. You can see here that they're listed on the NASDAQ exchange as well. Where they're listed doesn't really impact you as an investor. As long as they're publicly available and offered, you should be able to invest in that company. Next, you see here this 282.8. What that is that's their per share price. So if you wanted to invest in Apple, you would have to pay about $282.80 per share of ownership of Apple. Next to that number, you can see negative 3.89 or negative 1.36%. So what that represents what the stock did on that particular day over day between yesterday and today, or the last trading day and the most recent trading day. As you can see here, Apple's price went down $3.89 per share between April 16th and April 17th. Expressed as a percentage, that's a negative 1.36% return day over day. Obviously, stocks will go up and down throughout the day. The stock market is open Monday through Friday outside of holidays from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. So throughout the day, people will be buying and selling stocks, which will change the price and have it go up and down, as you see from this chart here, which reflects the one-day movement of Apple stock. Next here you can see the previous close, which is 286.69. So end of day on Thursday, April 16th, Apple stock closed at $286.69, which obviously is $3.89 higher than where it closed on Friday, April 17th, which we computed by just looking at that number right there. And then you can see where it opened at. So when the market opened on Friday, April 17th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Apple started trading for $284.69 per share. And then obviously it went up and down throughout the day. You can see the day's range. So the price got as low as $276.86, and it got as high as $286.95 before closing at 282.8. And then in addition, you can see the 52-week range. So over the last year, how has Apple's price fared? It's gotten as low as $170.27, and it's gotten as high as $327.85. So obviously it's below its 52-week high, but well above its 52-week low. If you wanted to get into Apple right now, you can see here what's known as the bid and the ask. So this is what people are currently bidding for and asking for Apple stock. So people who want to buy stock, there's an order out there for 900 shares at a price of $282.22 per share. And then somebody wants to sell 3,100 shares at $282.24. So you should be able to get in. If you wanted to buy 3,100 shares at that price, you could do so. But various investors offer to buy and sell individual stocks at different prices, and there's different ways to do it, but nothing to be too concerned about. The main thing to focus on is what is the current price that it's selling for, because that should be roughly what you're able to get into that company at. Next, if you look down here, you see the volume. So this is how many shares changed hands that day, that particular trading day. So on Friday, 53.8 million shares changed hands, meaning that investors sold a total of 53.8 million shares to other investors who bought 53.8 million shares, which, as you can see down here, is slightly above an average day of Apple shares. On an average day, about 51 million shares change hands. So obviously people are buying and selling pretty regularly. Next, you can see here the market cap being $1.237 trillion. The market cap is calculated by multiplying the current price times the number of shares outstanding that are owned by stockholders. So it'll tell you generally how well a company is performing based on the change in market cap. Obviously the higher price of the stock or the more shares that are outstanding will impact the market capitalization as well. You don't really need to worry about the beta or the price to earnings ratio or the earnings per share, but these do have somewhat of an impact on the price of the stock and the direction that it's going. And then next you can see here what's called the forward dividend and yield. So as I mentioned dividends here, Apple does pay a dividend. Currently, over the next year, they're projected to pay out $3.08 per share in dividends. That could be quarterly, that could be monthly, that could be annual, one-time payment, but it's currently set at $3.08 per share. So every one share you own in Apple, you can expect about a $3.08 payout in a dividend, which computed as a percentage is 1.07% of the current price. So that's one way to make money, is through those dividends. And then finally, you have here 1-year target estimate. So various industry analysts will cover different companies and release projections for where they anticipate the company's stock price will go within the next year. The average analyst sentiment for Apple is currently $304.56, which means that they anticipate Apple will go up about another $22 from where it's currently trading at. Now, obviously, nobody knows what actually will happen in the market. Otherwise, people can make a lot of money taking advantage of that. So don't put too much faith in those numbers, but it is a good indication of where people anticipate Apple or an individual company's price will go. And then finally, you can see over here various stock charts here. This is the 1-day chart, so you can see obviously stocks are traded pretty regularly throughout the day, and the price will go up and down as well. You can see how well it's done over the past 5 days, 1 month, 6 month, year to date, 1 year, 5 year, and max being since it was started being traded back in 1981. Obviously, you can see here it's green and the curve is going up, meaning that investors have made money over that time period. Whereas if you look at the 1 day, it's red, meaning that it ended lower than it started. So that's an easy way to read a stock chart here, and you can view it on whatever time frequency you want as well. Next, let's say I wanted to look at Facebook. I know that Facebook stock ticker is FB. I just look up FB and I find Facebook. So once again, the company name is Facebook. Their stock ticker is FB. They're traded on the NASDAQ exchange. Current closing price was $179.24, which is an increase during the day of $2.99 per share, or 1.70%. You can see here Facebook's volume is a little bit lower than that of Apple at only about 20 million for the day, and that was slightly below the average volume of 23 million shares. And then Facebook's market cap is about half that of Apple at only 510 billion. In addition, you can see that Facebook does not issue a dividend currently. That's why it says NA there. In addition, you can see the earnings date. So Facebook is scheduled to report their earnings on April 29th. So you can anticipate that once they report earnings, that will impact the share price. If they outperform, it could go up. If they underperform, it could go down And then finally, let's just say I wanted to look up Home Depot. So just type in Home Depot and they show up there. Their ticker is HD. I can see here that they're on the New York Stock Exchange as opposed to the NASDAQ exchange. Their closing price went up almost $10, about 5% on the day, and they pay out a $6 per year dividend, which is 3% of the current price. So that's how you can easily read a stock chart and know what numbers to look out for here as you're thinking about different investments.
Thanks for watching part 2 of the 3-part series on investing in the stock market. I hope you enjoyed it. Part 3 will cover the different types of investments, how and where to invest, and some of my top stock recommendations. So make sure you do not miss it. If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment and let me know what else you want to know about personal finance. Thanks, and go get them.